So in John 1:46, Philip was going to get Nathanael and basically let him know that they had found Jesus. And he was like, yo, we found the one Moses wrote about, Jesus from Nazareth. And Nathanael was like, Nazareth? Can anything good come from Nazareth? You could just imagine like how he said it, right? That brings me to this message. This message is about people who feel like their past has created such a disaster in their life that there's nothing good can come from it, you know? So can anything good come from my past? People ask. You know, maybe they've been addicted to drugs. Maybe they were incarcerated, gang affiliated, tattoos from the top to the bottom. Maybe they had a child at a young age, were in prostitution, whatever the situation. So they want to know, can anything good come from my past? Because I have this desire and I'm no longer there. And the answer for that is, of course, it is exactly your past that qualifies you. I remember whenever I was, really building my relationship with God in the beginning, and I would always ask him, God, why wouldn't you give me a mom and dad who are married? Who, why am I not like a lot of people that I know who just had a regular childhood? Why did I go through so much at a young age? And he didn't answer me for a while. And then later on, as I built my relationship with him, he just let me know, I can't use you if you've never been through anything. If you've never been incarcerated, how can I use you to touch those people? If you don't know what it's like to be on the yard with a whole bunch of different personalities, to be on a schedule that someone else sets, to only be able to call and see your family when they tell you to, if you've never been in that situation, you can have compassion on it, but you really can't touch people because people are real. They're real nowadays. How do you know what addiction feels like? Have you ever been addicted? Have you ever put something before your kids and your family in the way that an addict has? Have you ever had a child at a young age and had to go through those responsibilities at such a young age and become an adult? Have you ever been gang affiliated and went through the things that happened in the streets and then, got over that? So when God brings you through those things, that's what qualifies you. When he brings you through situations that the whole world is going through, I encourage you to do your research. Do your research on how many people live in poverty right now. 3 billion people. Do your research on how many people are gang affiliated, 100,000. And these are only documented numbers on how many people are incarcerated in the world, on how many people live in depression, on how many people, are in prostitution. The stat says 42 million. There's way more than that. You have to do your research. There are more people hurting in the world than there are healed, but it looks different because on Facebook, everybody's happy. On Instagram, everybody's balling. Everybody has this mask on when they step outside their house, and then they go back to their house and they're hurting to themselves because there's not enough people saying, I went through that too, and I got through it. And my God gave me everything that I needed to do that. So let me show you how. There's not enough people doing that. So yes, your past is exactly what qualifies you to be the person that leads all of these different people into victory, that helps them get there. So don't allow your past to stop you. And yes, people are going to look at you just like Nathanael looked at Jesus in the beginning until he said, I seen you under that tree. So it's so important for you to understand that whenever God takes you through something, he doesn't take you through that with just you in mind. He takes you through that with all the other people that he's going to touch through you. He takes you through that in mind with the other 1,000 and million and billion people that he's going to touch through you. So be happy that he put you as a soldier on his front line. Be happy that he entrusted you with such a responsibility. That he felt that you were so strong, that he created you so strong that you could withhold and get through anything that he placed you through. And then after you got through it, you just start snatching souls for him. You just start helping people out. You just start getting this energy about yourself. Don't allow what you've been through to stop you, because it's exactly what you've been through that qualifies you to do everything that God has placed in you to do. So I hope this encourages more people to step out on faith and to use what they've been through to help someone else. Because if we don't start helping and using what we've been through, then we're just dead weight. I don't care about how much money you have. You can't take that with you. If you're not making changes and helping people and touching people's lives, what value and what purpose does your life really serve? That's what we need to start asking ourselves. What purpose does my life serve if all I have are things that I am literally going to lose today if I die? And then when my kids die, they lose too. Don't get me wrong. Definitely set foundations. Definitely make sure that you become a business owner, a property owner, all these things that we're all working to. But don't forget to use everything that you've been through to help the next person up.